common in Kenya. From facial enhancements to body contouring procedures, more people, especially young adults, are opting to alter their operation or appearance in pursuit of confidence, acceptance, as well as personal satisfaction. But as demand grows, so do concerns around safety regulation, cost, and the influence of social media. Tonight, we get to have Modoni Brenda examine what is driving this growing industry and the risks many are willing to take.
Years may have passed, but Lucy Wamboi's death has never really faded. She walked into an operating theatre at a clinic identified as Body by Design, carrying nothing but hope. Hope for beauty, for confidence, perhaps even hopes of a new start. As the name suggests, Body by Design is a spa that promises to design your body the way you wish. Think about your dream body. But for Lucy, that promise ended in tragedy. Lucy died after developing complications following a liposuction procedure, a cosmetic surgery meant to reshape the body by removing stubborn fat deposits. Instead of getting her dream body, Lucy paid the ultimate price: her life. At her funeral, emotions ran high as family and friends called for accountability.
Today we gather here with heavy hearts to remember a woman who gave everything of herself to her family, who filled our lives with love, warmth, and endless support.
Her death sent shockwaves in the country, rippling through families, hospitals, and headlines, as these procedures were not that common.
Lucy Wamboi is said to have undergone a procedure here, with sources privy to the matter telling TV47 that the procedure was conducted by a fake doctor.
They say the Body by Design is to blame for the negligence leading to her death. An autopsy revealed that Lucy died because of severe infections and multiple holes in her intestines.
Questions were asked about safety, about standards, about who should have been held accountable.
Minister for Health, PS for Health, wajaribu hii vitu zote zifungwe zote because they are not experienced. Mimi tafuata hii case mpaka mwisho, mpaka nipata justice. Na mimi najua Kenya kuna justice.
Promises were also made.
Lakini sisi, on behalf of the family, on behalf of our friend Nganga, hao washenzi wataenda jela.
Body by Design was closed and a court battle has since ensued.
Kwa sababu serikali imesema hii kichinjio inaua dada zetu na mama zetu ifungwe.
Slowly, this outrage softened. The conversations grew quieter, and then the silence returned.
Are you ready, guys? Tomorrow live. Tomorrow live, you repeat after me. Tomorrow live.
Fast forward to a year later today, cosmetic surgery is no longer whispered about.
Tomorrow live. To new boobs. To new abuju.
It is marketed on social media, celebrated, flaunted, and shared for likes and follows. Social media stars have gone public about going under the knife, giving fans a front row seat to every nip, tuck, and glow up. This trend has swept through social media, attracting fans and critics alike.
We are not getting these BBLs for men. You that does not have a house, a car, an emergency fund, or a stable income. Your priority when you got 2 million shillings was a BBL.
Hawa wasichana hawana manyumba na sisi ambao tuko nazo, and we still want to do it. Rich deserves to do a boob reduction. Rich deserves to do a liposuction. We have tried the gym and it does not work for everybody. Okay? We are doing this for ourselves, to boost our confidence.
One influencer known to her fans as Vera Sidika held a party last year, a never again seen before party, where she launched her new set of breasts.
Remove them from the paper,
Holding out her old breast implants, Vera told her guests She went through the procedure years ago, but after giving birth to her 2 children, she felt it was time for another makeover magic. They are calling it a mommy makeover.
Okay, so I actually had my boobs done in 2014. It's been, 11 years? 10. 2014, 2015. It's been about 10 years now. I got my boobs because, like sometimes when you're blessed with curves, you don't get blessed everywhere. So I wanted that little balance. And I said, you know what? Let me just get my boobs done. And then I realized I didn't have any kids. And then the kids came and then they breastfed because I'm a mom and I want my kids to, grow, healthy, and breast milk is healthy. So breastfeeding one baby, the other baby came 8 months into breastfeeding, again, body changes. And I said, you know what? I think I just want to do something good for myself, something that will make me happy, something that will make me, just like, I'm very confident. I love myself. Like women, we love we.
Pretty Vichy, another influencer, didn't just show her glow up. She gave her fans a full backstage pass, sharing the highs, the surprises, and even the awkward raw moments of her body transformation.
Remember, you have words here, you have dressing, unatoa maji, unatoa nini, so iyo harufu. That's what people mistake it with BBL smell. Yes, by the time you heal, like right now the way I'm healed, you cannot even hear a smell from me. Okay? By that time, to be honest, I can't start kuja kwa nyumba yangu because nilikuwa tu insecure. Sometimes Bika ananiambia, you're not smelling, I cannot hear you, but I'm like, unajua umeshinda umekapa na mimi. So, the smell you cannot hear it. You cannot hear it. But for me, I can hear it. I remember mtu akiingia hapa mgeni atasikia harufu ya dawa, harufu ya nini. Hapa ndani kunanuka tu chemist, mara nanuka vidonda, mara na
Pretty Vichy shed the pounds with Ozempic, a controversial medication that helps reduce appetite and regulate blood sugar. She then went under the knife for a Brazilian butt lift, a tummy tuck followed by a liposuction. And don't worry if you're still wondering what all these surgeries actually mean. We'll get into the gist of them later. For now, just keep in mind that she braved 3 surgeries to achieve her dream body. The internet is now full of such body transformations, with influencers, celebrities, and everyday users sharing their glow-ups for all to see.
Nikataniwa, nikatolewa mafuta kwa mgongo, kwa tumbo, wakanibeba, wakanipeleka recovery room. So I woke up after 4 hours. Kuamka hivi niko confused. I'm very confused. I don't know where I am. The first thing niliuliza daktari, where is my family? Where is my son? Where is my husband? Not boyfriend.
Lydia Wanjiru, an influencer who underwent almost the same procedures as Pretty, sent the internet to stitches after she shared videos of her sleeping flat on a car traveling after her surgery. She joked that her buttocks had not yet dried up and hence they needed just a little bit of cooking. This new mode of travel for women recovering from Brazilian butt lifts has raised eyebrows, but it is not the only thing making headlines. Questions have also been raised about how celebrities fund these extremely expensive procedures. It has been alleged that some plastic surgery clinics approach influencers with offers. We give you a free surgery and in exchange you post us on your social media platforms for publicity. Kenyan social media talent Debbie Rono added weight to these allegations after she revealed that she had been approached by a clinic with this kind of deal.
All those Ozempic brands, all those BBL gurus and BBL connoisseurs, they approached me and I felt like it was very insulting because one, I put in the work. I've been putting in the work since 2021. So for you to approach me knowing I already work out was very insulting. You don't do your research. Mkitafuta influencers, amwangaliangi background, something that doesn't have 10 or 15 years of research. Unataka kuingiza kwa mwili yangu how?
These allegations intensified after Kenyans were treated to a bitter drama involving the now closed Body by Design clinic. Its brand ambassador publicly called out a musician, accusing her of not fulfilling her end of the deal. According to reports, the surgery had been performed under the agreement that the musician would post about the procedure and credit the clinic for her new curves.
Mwendeo unaweza punguzwa alafu ongezwe. Nataka nibanwe. Nataka tu kubanwa. Huwa nimesema nataka kubanwa kiuno. Nikibanwa huko ita automatic
kabisa.
Sasa mimi hata nilikuwa nafikiria niende nitoe hizo mafuta za mkono. Unaona vile ni mingi. Alafu niweke hapo kwa kigodoro, kwa hips. Ndakuwa complete.
Utakuwa sure.
Bas.
So ulimuintroduce alafu kaja come out.
Hii story ilileta shida, ilinicost hata contract fulani, lakini ukweli ni hiyo time walikuwa natafuta msichana wa kuongezewa makalio. So mi akaniandikia coincidentally, akaniambia kama mimi nimeongeza zangu, kwambia ni natural lakini naweza kupeleka huku, wewe kitu yenye utafanya wa shout out. Hiyo process ni expensive, ni 680,000 Kenya shillings ya kutolewa mafuta sehemu moja uwekewe kwingine. Si akafanyiwa akawa sawa, lakini akayapotea.
Okay.
Sasa we kama ni mwenye establishment utatafuta nani? Si akanitafuta mimi. Wewe ndio ulimleta. Mbona ametukimbia hajatupost? Ikawa police case, mambo mingi sana.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was a big story.
And the hype is not just on social media. Across the country, cosmetic surgery clinics are booming. Billboards, Instagram ads, and flashy websites promise the perfect body, a confidence boost, and instant transformation, often with little attention to the risks. Most influencers have trusted Hasion Healthcare, guided by Dr. Matwa, a plastic and reconstruction surgeon, whose scalpel does not just cut or sew, it seams. It contours and probably writes poetry, turning bodies and confidence into works of art, one flawless curve at a time. To see exactly what all this hype is about, we decided to pay a visit to the clinic.
What we do here, we are making it to be what we call a one-stop shop.
And yes, it is really a one-stop shop. From consultations to full transformations, Nairobians are going crazy for these procedures.
Facelift, blepharoplasty, remove of they call what baggy eyes, right? Things like that. That's from like the face. We do fat grafting, right? To reverse aging, yeah, all right. That's what mostly we do on the face: blepharoplasty, fat grafting, and mainly chin fat removal. The African population doesn't consume a lot of facelifting. Reason being, our skin, the moment it's, let's say you touch it or you cut it, it leaves scars. It doesn't heal seamlessly like the white skin. So if you do like a facelift on a client, definitely it will be there. And sometimes people don't want these surgeries to be known. So like the reason I do liposuctions, it's because these are areas which are hidden most of the time. The areas which are open, people don't really like to see scars over there.
And if you thought this was a women's only club, think again. The men have also caught the fever. They are chasing chiseled jawlines, six-packs, and sculpted physiques.
So men take up these procedures. Nowadays, there's a craze of abdominal aging, whereby you've gone to the gym, you've worked out, but the six-pack is not really coming out nicely. So you just come and then we enhance it, and it's there. That's the craze actually. This year I've done like 5 of them. Yes, men coming just for aging and having the six-pack there. We talk about penile enlargement. We do that. Man boobs, okay, things like those. Mainly that's what men come for.
Not all cosmetic surgeries make headlines. Some stay under the radar. Procedures that are not widely known but can be just as transformative. On top of that shelf is labiaplasty, a cosmetic surgery that reduces the size of the labia to improve function or appearance. Second is the penile enlargement surgery, aimed at increasing penis length or girth. It is often done for cosmetic reasons or to boost sexual confidence. Nipple reduction removes excess tissue to reduce size or reshape the nipple. And the list does not stop there. It goes on and on. Dr. Matwa says the risks accompanied by these surgeries have significantly decreased over the years.
When you look at the risks, there is what we call general risks. Right? Like anyone who is going to undergo surgery, there are risks involved. Because these procedures are done under anesthesia, so there is what we call anesthesia complications or risks. The facility itself that you're using, all right, and the doctor. So there is what we call general risks associated with just surgery itself.
Other risks, Dr. Matwa explains, depend on the procedure you are after.
See that if you're doing liposuction, both hands are engaged. One is on the, let's say if you're doing the belly, the tummy liposuction, one hand is on the belly, the other hand is on down there. That's doing the fat extraction. This hand is not just resting there. It's supposed to give you spatial orientation of where your cannula is. The teaching is at any given point, you have to feel where your cannula is using this hand, because it's a blind procedure. Now, if at any point you're not feeling your cannula, just know you're in the wrong place and stop and reevaluate. If you don't do this screening test and it happens that the client has a hernia, and then let's say the intestines, they are protruding through that hernia, then chances of injuring them are high. So it's good to do this screening test before you go in, so that they guide you to minimize the risk of internal organ damage. Then the other risk is what we call bleeding, all right? We are operating, in as much as you can't see, where we do liposuction is a large area, the blood vessels. Now, people who take medications like steroids, we normally tell them to stop them for a while so that the body reorganizes itself. What do steroids do? They can weaken the blood vessels. So if you're doing the liposuction, and not only steroids, let's say even blood thinners, there are clients who are on blood thinners. So those ones, you tell them, to stop the medication for a while. Because chances are, if you're using that cannula and you injure many blood vessels, then there's going to be a lot of bleeding. And mind you, it's below the skin, so you may not pick the blood vessel as such.
Today, Dr. Matwa argues procedures are safer, recovery is smoother, and outcomes are more predictable. But caution and proper care are still key.
From that, the liposuction method we use, right? Traditionally, people used to use what you call mechanical ways of doing it, but nowadays there are better methods. Personally, I use what we call VESA liposuction. What the VESA does, it melts the fat, so that when you go in, you come out, you're just coming out with literally liquid fat, and it preserves the blood vessels. Yes. So that's why I said nowadays the risks have been minimized, but they're still there.
And sometimes even Dr. Matwa has to put his couple down and say no. Not every request is safe or sensible, and part of his job is reminding clients that you can't Photoshop real life.
And I feel they're 50-50 about the procedure. The client comes and tell you, because we also ask about diet, or if the client comes and tells me they want to lose weight, I tell them that liposuction is not the right approach to losing weight. It's a body contouring procedure. It means you are okay with your body, you are just not happy with let's say the tummy, or you're not happy with the chin, or you're not happy with the arms, you're not happy with your legs. But if you want to lose weight in general, I'll tell you no, liposuction is not the way. So that's the first, like on that basis, I've denied a few clients, and then I send them back to my colleagues now who handle the weight loss program. So they have to come lose weight. Now, if they're not happy with the contour, that's when I come in. So that's one basis. Two, the reason why they are doing it. Some clients come and tell you, my husband is not happy with me because of my tummy. If that's the reason, then I'll not do it. Because I'll ask her yourself, are you okay with your tummy? Yes. Then I'm like, there are deeper issues than the tummy. You go talk with your spouse. So if the need for the procedure is not coming from within, but from external pressure, I'll ask the client, kindly go handle that pressure. It has to come from within.
Many people come for these surgeries for different reasons. Some want a confidence boost, others are chasing the perfect selfie, and some are simply looking to feel more comfortable in their own skin.
So if a client, now these are clients who tell me, I want to go on holiday, I want to wear the bikini and look good. I'm like, yeah, we can do that. Or a mother who tells you, my son is in this nice school where parents are involved in social activities, but I can't participate because I can't fit. Yeah. All right. So those are some of the reasons why. Even economic reasons. There is a gentleman who came and he told me he does emceeing at events, and these high-end events where the clients, they request that, actually they give you an attire, they tell you fit into this, because they want everything to look uniform. But because of his time, he could not fit into some of the attire. So I did lipo on him. Nowadays, he's all over the place doing his gigs, so there's an economic reason to it. Nowadays, there's the craze about growing number of, followers, viewership. People want to find a way to gain, like you open a channel, how do you get people in? People do crazy things. We've seen these young kids going in the middle of the road doing stunts, all right? And then someone looks at them, said, they're like, look, if I do this procedure, I'll gain 2 ways. You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. If I tell people I've done it, then they'll gain viewership, they'll gain followers, and then, of course, so there are many reasons why these things can be done, but of course there are some reasons. If someone comes and then they tell me, I'm like, no.
He says his greatest satisfaction comes from seeing clients regain their self-confidence and feeling comfortable in their own skin.
That's the number one reason why I was like, I think I'm comfortable with the cosmetic procedures because of the change that I see. Perfect example, this gentleman, the spouse told I think she wanted a breast reduction, so, but she wanted the spouse to be part of it. But the spouse thought if he comes with her and then you have a conversation, he'll pick up on the risks and then, you know, we talk her out of it. So she came, we had the conversation, but she had made up her mind. So we did the procedure. Of course, the guy was 50-50 about it. Once it was successful, I remember one time I was walking to the clinic. He had brought her for a checkup, and then I think he dropped her and then went to the car to relax. So I was walking in. He called me, he's like, hey, Daktari, thank you so much. I have my wife back.
Dr. Matwa attributes this sudden plastic surgery frenzy to social media.
One, I can say it's the digital era, all right? We live in the internet. Literally, we've seen, there's another day I saw someone say they're entitled to their opinion because they raised a baby. Someone was, you know, someone gives birth, the babies on the internet. Literally, I can say I've seen children grow, right? So we are living in this society where our lives are on social media. And then in the social media, I think some standards have been set. You want to look good in a bikini, you want to, you know, you want to look good for the gram. That's what they say. So that has really contributed towards the sudden surge. But I can't say sudden surge. All I can say is that the information is out there. These procedures have been done from like when they were invented in the 1920s. It's just that they were being done low-key. No one wanted to talk about them. But now more people are becoming open about them. Yes. I can say from the time I started doing this procedure, probably in 2018, the numbers have literally been consistent. Yes. It's just that now people are open. Like before it was taboo to talk about it. And now people are open about it. So people are thinking the numbers are surging, but literally it's the information which is out there, more information, but the numbers have been literally the same.
Before I sign off, Dr. Matwa offers a reminder that behind every glow-up should be a conversation, a consultation, and a clear understanding of the risks.
Kenya Society of Plastic Reconstruction and Aesthetic Surgeons, KISPRAS. We have our website where all this information can be gotten. There's also, we are also enlisted there, you know, the plastic surgeons in Kenya. If you go to that website, you'll get that information. If you go to the medical council, you can search the name of the surgeon and get whether he's duly registered and retained in the register. What we are trying to discourage is people going to spas because they are good at advertising. All right? So if you go to a spa, you go to this facility, insist on seeing the doctor or the plastic surgeon. If you don't see the plastic surgeon, then kindly look for one.
From tragedy to trend, cosmetic surgery in Nairobi has changed, and so have the conversations around beauty, confidence, and self-expression. Whether it's a celebrity glow-up, a subtle personal tweak, or a full-on transformation, one thing is clear. People are willing to go to great lengths to feel like the best version of themselves. So the next time you scroll through your feed and you see yet another flawless curve, remember behind the likes, filters, and selfies, there's a story. And sometimes, a scalpel. Muvoni Brenda for TV 47, Nairobi.